What's up, YouTube? Back again. I'm gonna share with y'all my personal experience with owning the Draco. Before I start the video off, if y'all haven't watched any of my other videos of my Draco, y'all can go check them out. I got some videos of me shooting it, showing the different size magazines. I'm not gonna do too much of that in this video just because of YouTube policies. I don't want to violate anything. The magazines and the ammo is just for show purposes, to give you something to look at so I don't bore y'all. I'm gonna try to make it quick. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all the love. Basically, I'm just gonna be talking about how the guns treated me. If you're looking for a Draco of any size, this video will basically help you out, give you a little bit more insight. I know there's probably a ton of different reviews out there already. I've seen quite a few, but I figured I'd give my own personal take on it. I've had the gun for a little bit over a year. I bought it in the summer of, I think, 2021, and prior to this gun, I didn't have any experience with any rifle caliber, any pistol platform. This was actually like my first purchase of that. So it was basically a whole new world for me with this gun. I watched a lot of videos as well and did my research on it, and I liked the gun a lot. I went out and picked one up, and I fell in love with it instantly. First time I took it to the range, seeing it spit out the fireballs it's amazing, man. It's like it's ridiculous and amazing at the same time. I can't explain it. If you haven't shot one, you gotta go and try one out for yourself. That's all I can say. The videos don't do any justice. Like I said, the gun is amazing, man. I mean, I can't complain. Yeah, because of the pandemic and everything, the prices they go through the roof. So I paid a pretty penny for mine. I'm not gonna put the price out there. If you haven't yet, you go online and do your research and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The prices have definitely gone up on these, but I'm definitely happy I snagged one up. The gun is amazing, man. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people talk down on it. They get a lot of backlash. Me personally, I don't have any issues with the gun. I like it. It's probably one of my favorite firearms out of all the firearms that I've owned. It's just, it's mini, it's compact, you can fit it in the backpack easily. It's, it's hideable. It's, and it's shootable, most importantly. I've taken it to the range. I don't really, care much for accuracy with the gun, just really for fun. But I'll be honest, once you get used to the gun and the recoil and everything like that, it's not that bad. You actually could aim and get some shots with this thing from a few yards. I mean, I've done 15, 20-yard shots. Anything other than that, it's just kind of like it's no point, because in a real life situation, it's not going to be like that. You're probably going to be in close combat. God forbid someone tries to come in your house or anything for that matter. I don't know if most people, I see some people conceal carrying these in the book bag. So, 9 times out of 10, I'm almost positive that, any situation you come across is not going to be from a 25-yard distance. So I hear a lot of people saying that, but realistically, the gun is great to shoot, and you could get some good shots with it from a nice distance, and it is accurate. You just have to get used to the recoil, and as you can see, I've done a few things myself to it. The only upgrades I've done to it are the upgrades that I believe were like necessity, which was the brace. I didn't want a brace at first because I felt like it defeated the purpose of the Draco, just being a mini compact, pistol and with a rifle caliber. But after seeing a lot of videos and actually seeing the purpose of it, I actually gave in and got one. And the good thing about this one is foldable, so like when I go to the range, I could shoot it without the brace or with the brace. But I can tell you right now, when you shoot this thing with the brace, after getting used to the recoil without it, you're gonna feel like a whole new world. Like the gun is just way more accurate, and it's like much easier to shoot. I also added the muzzle brake. Muzzle brake is definitely gonna knock that recoil down a lot. These are just things that I believe are like a must do if you have one. If you get one from the factory, you're gonna notice a lot of things on it that are like kind of rough and kind of irks a little bit. You get used to it, like the charger handle, for instance. As you can see, I kind of upgraded this one, and believe me, it's a whole lot better because you kind of mess your fingers up with the one that comes with it. It's like kind of pointy, so sometimes you don't grip it right. I've tore my fingers up with this thing already. But with that charging handle, it definitely adds a lot more comfort when you're going to, chamber around in it. It just helps a lot. The next thing I did was the whole grip, pistol grip, because once again, the pistol grip that it comes with sucks. It slips. You can't grip anything with it. I wish I had mine right here with it. I didn't put it in the video, but if you go and Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it sucks. It's no way to really grip it. And the last and final thing that I did was the wood. I got the wood upgraded. A guy that goes by the name of Kalashnik Carver. He has an Instagram. I could put it in the description if you guys have a Draco and you're interested on wondering where I got the wood from. He does amazing work. I believe he's out of Missouri. I think it's Kansas. But he did an amazing job on it. And this wood finish is much better than the one that comes on it, that junk that they send you with. And not only that, this is one that's a lot bigger, so it's easier to grip. You actually got a lot more grip on this. If you do a research and see the original wood compared to the one that I have on there now, it's like it's two different worlds. The grip on it is so much easier now, and with all those modifications intact and basically together, it helps a lot with the gun overall. It just makes it that much of a better gun. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of complaints with the gun prior to doing this. These were just things that I needed to upgrade in my opinion, and I've seen a lot of other people complaining about it, so I felt as though if I did these upgrades, it would definitely help a lot, and it did. It made it a much better gun to shoot than it already was before. And another thing I'll say about the muzzle brake is, if you think the fireballs are big with the original muzzle brake that comes with it, you have no idea. This muzzle brake on here, it's an animal. Like, you go to the range, you'll see the type of fireballs. Like, I have people come over to my lane all the time and tell me, like, dude, I can see that thing firing into my lane. It's blinding me. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I said, it's almost obnoxious. But once again, if you're a firearm enthusiast like me, you'll see that it's amazing. You're gonna have so much fun with this gun. I mean, I get people all the time asking me, can they shoot it? It gets a lot of attention. That's another thing. If you're a person like me, you're not really too big on attention, this gun is going to attract a lot of attention. I can tell you that right now. I can't count. I might have been to the range over 20 times since I've owned this gun, and I can't even tell you a time where someone didn't come in my lane and say, hey, what are you shooting? And I would think that from the Dracos being so popular over the years that they would know, but believe it or not, when you take this gun to the range, you're going to stand out from the crowd. Like, you're going to blow everybody's eardrums, including your own, so get ready. And, yeah, just get ready for a whole lot of fun with this gun. I mean, like I said, I don't really have any cons about it. Just a little, manufacturing problems, like I said, with, like, the charging handle and, things that can be fixed. So I won't make a big deal about that. I won't really count that as, like, a con for the gun, because it's not really something that, you might get it, you might have a different opinion, you might not change anything on it, because that's what I thought. I thought when I got it, I wasn't going to do anything to it, but seeing so many on the internet and seeing how you can kind of make the gun a part of your home, make it your very own, it kind of got me tempted. I'll be honest. Yeah, but other than that, the gun's great. Cycles any type of rounds. Like the steel case I got here, I've shot brass, I've shot multiple steel rounds, thousands of rounds already ran through it. I probably got over 3,000 rounds already ran through this gun, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't cleaned it yet. Don't come for me in the comment section. I have not cleaned this gun yet, and I can tell you right now, it's still oiled up. There's like minimum dirt in it. I took it apart. The gun's ready to go still right now. I could shoot another 1,000 rounds through it in one range session, and it will not fail me. It has never failed around for me at all. The most the gun does, it's just going to get hot, and you might have to let it cool down after a couple hundred rounds. But other than that, the gun's ready to go right out the box. It's a complete animal. Like I said, like Century Arms did an amazing job with this gun. And one thing about me, I don't care about all the fancy stuff. I know there's better AK platforms out there and things like that. I don't care much for it. I just want something that's reliable. And this, I could tell you, is reliable. I mean, if I can compare it to a Glock, this is it. If this was the Glock of the AK world, would probably be the Century Arms. I've heard someone else say that in the video, and that was prior to me owning one. And now I see what they mean, because this gun is definitely, like, it's almost indestructible. It's going to take whatever you feed it, whatever magazines you run through it. As you can see, I got a 100-round drum right here and a 60-round. Flawlessly, runs flawlessly through it. I've got a 40-round, I've got a couple 30-round mags. I've got 15-round mags that this thing has cycled through like an animal. Like I said, it'll go through anything. And that's one thing I love about the gun. That's one of the main things I love, is that it's reliable. You don't have to worry about it giving out on you or anything like that. I mean, aside from going to the range, we do buy these firearms for protection. And the last thing you want is a gun that you can't rely on. And I can tell you right now, somebody comes in your house and you have this thing, it's not going to be a war or a gunfight, because the minute this thing goes off, they're going to be running out your back door. So, just for self-defense purposes or range purposes, whatever you decide to buy this gun for, it's going to be good for all categories. It fits in each one. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's all I have for you guys today. If there's anything else you want to know about the gun, any other questions you might have, just leave a comment. I'll be sure to get back to you guys. And like I said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the love. And yeah, man, until next time.